Becoming intuitive takes practice. People call intuition a gift from on high that helps you predict the future. And sure, it absolutely can help you predict the future. But your intuition is best served by helping you create the future, the one that's best and most perfectly aligned for you. And I'm going to teach you how to do that in this mini workshop video. But first thing you need to understand is that intuition can be honed by anybody because it's made up of your emotional, cognitive, and somatic intelligences. Meaning your intuition uses your right brain, your left brain, and your nervous system to operate. And in that operation, it's aligning with the spirit of truth within you, which means that your intuition absolutely can never lie to you. This is how intuitive people get their rap in terms of they can always sense when somebody's lying. Basically, highly intuitive people have practiced this ability to such a degree that they can sense when something is out of alignment with the spirit of truth. That's a very useful skill in a lot of applications. And in my day job, I work as an advisor to help executives and entrepreneurs develop this skill for business application. Because if you sense that something is out of alignment in a business deal or a negotiation, that's a pretty useful thing to know. But here, let's start to develop your intuition to create an ability for you to predict your next best step aligned with the spirit of truth within you. It's going to look like you're stepping a minute into the future and pulling back information that's going to help you execute on your best and most perfect and most peaceful and your most powerful day. Just today. So what we're going to do is take a deep breath and say to yourself in your head or out loud, I'm going to connect with my intuition now. And I easily release anything that's standing in the way of me connecting with my inner wisdom. Perfect. What you've just done is you've set the intention and you've primed your mind and you've primed your nervous system. And it is required to respond to this request because you've made a request. So pause. Connect with your body for just a few moments. You may feel a slight pulling sensation, or you might have just dropped your shoulders a little bit. Might have taken a deep breath. That's the somatic part of your intuition listening. Now, the next thing we're going to do is ask out loud or in your head, to move myself forward today, what is something I want to feel? Pause. What does your mind come back with? What does it respond with? It might have listed an emotion, peace, rest, calm, happy. Now let's take it a step further and let's ask your intuition to move myself forward today. What is my next best step? Now pause again. Listen, feel, sense. Don't rush this part. Stay still. Let that intuitive thought come to you. The very next thought that comes forward, an image, a nudge, or a sensation, was your intuition. What did you see? What did you feel? Did you hear a word? Did you see a word? What was it? If nothing came through, or it was a negative thought, that's okay. The negative thought is not your intuition talking. That's actually your critical inner voice, and we all have one. That critical inner voice is sometimes a lot louder than our intuition simply because we gave that one a lot more practice over the years. It's no big deal. In time, as you keep asking your intuition, what is my next best step? And you ask it that question from a place of stillness and you're ready to wait for the answer to come to you, your critical inner voice will get more quiet and your intuitive voice will get louder. But if you did hear something, see something, got a nudge, or felt a sensation, whatever it was, that next best step was probably really simple. It was probably something really easy to dismiss, or your brain immediately said afterwards, like, you don't need to pay attention to that. That was too easy. That's not your intuition. But here's the thing. Your intuition is that simple. It is going to give you a very small next best step at first. It's not going to be this grandiose, the clouds part and God's going to speak directly to your head. No, it's much more subtle than that. But the thing is, whatever that next best step question returns with, Will you be brave enough to take that step? No matter if it seems weird or out of place or somewhat illogical at the moment. That's the adventure. Whatever you choose to do with your intuitive wisdom is up to you. Follow the steps and see where they lead, or let your critical inner voice and doubt run the show. It's really up to you. But again, that next best step is going to be small, and that's why people tend not to trust their intuition, because it's too perfect sometimes. The brain goes, nah, that can't be my next best step. That's exactly what I want. I want to rest. I want to color in a coloring book. I want to do nothing for just a few moments today. And doubt and inner criticism chime in and say some crap about how you're not supposed to get what you want out of life because it's just too risky, or it's not going to pay your bills, or they're all going to laugh at you, or some other nonsense like that. And see how easy it is to dismiss our intuition, because that critical inner voice sounds like it's trying to keep you safe, and it sounds like it's trying to tell you something logical. But what grand adventure ever came out of logic or playing it safe? So how about this? Consider a core thought here. You're always safe because you're being looked after by a universe, a God, or an inner spirit that loves you. And the more that you connect with this thought, the better your life becomes, and the more willing you'll be to take some bigger risks for your life. But keep in mind, the risk that we're talking about right now is the small next best step that you were just shown. Will you be willing to take that step to see where it leads? I hope you will. And I also hope you will continue to connect with that question from a place of emotional and actually physical stillness too. What is my next best step in this moment? Intuition, I know I haven't listened to you in the past, but I'm willing to listen to you now. Please show me what my next best step is. And whatever it is, I hope you'll be brave enough to take it. Let me know how it goes in the comments. I'm rooting you on.